Well, hello! So today we've come somewhere quite local again, just to try and get out for a few hours. And we've come down to a place called Irthing Gorge, which is about 15 miles or so away from where we live. And it looks absolutely beautiful down here. Never been down here before. Been to a big waterfall, which is Cramel Lynn, which is further up this way. But it looks absolutely stunning. Some really nice woodland. The river seems to be in floods and it's quite heavy. But we'll go and see what we can find. Right guys, so I've found this composition here with this little archway. I don't know if you can see it just here. This archway that's leading up and round. And in the middle of it, I've centered this little beech sapling, which is up against another log. And I think it works really, really well. The trouble I've got is this sky up here. Now I've tried getting lower to the ground and coming further down. And I've tried getting higher, but the problem is when you go higher, what I'm finding is that I'm getting more sky in and it cuts the tree off. So in order to get the shot, I'm having to go, hang on. In order to get the shot, I'm having to go lower to the ground. But the problem is when I go lower to the ground, I then get more sky in. So it's one of those that I'm just gonna have to work and play around and see what I can make of it really. What I might do is take a shot with this and then take a shot with the longer lens and see which looks better. Right, so as you can see now, I've tried with the 70-200 and I'm finding it's making a lot nicer job around it. If you look around the top here, it's cut the sky out completely. The tree's nicely framed in the middle there and I'm getting no hot spots with the sky at all, so it's a lot nicer. I'm also finding that in the background there, it compresses the scene a whole lot better. And I'm getting that misty look in the background. So I'll probably enhance that in Photoshop later, but it looks a whole lot better to me.
So this is the first of the images, and I really liked this image when I first saw it. I really like the curve of this branch at the top here. I also like the little sapling, and that was going to be the main focus of the image. And what I had trouble with, to be honest, is decluttering the scene, because although I like the two elements, i.e. this curve of the branch and the sapling itself, what I was finding is all the bottom area of the image down here is just too messy. And I tried my best to try and avoid all this being a distraction, but no matter what I did, I just couldn't make it work. So this is the best I could really do with this image, and I do like it, but I just find it way too messy, and there's just too much going on for me.
So we've come down into this woodland and we've just been to that shot that I've just showed you now. We've just found another one just back here. I don't know if you can see, I'll just step slightly out the way. You see this sapling down in the middle here? It's framed nicely between these two trees either side of it. I think it looks really, really nice. So I've left the 70-200 on because I'm finding that it's a lot better in this area because I can compress the scene a lot better. I can get closer in and eliminate any sky and light that I don't want hitting it. We're getting some really nice ambient lighting here at the minute. It's not particularly bright outside of here at all. It's not blue skies, anything like that. It's overcast. But we're getting really nice overcast light. And what it's doing is highlighting the moss on either side of these trees really nicely. Now what I've tried portrait orientation, and I'm not overly keen on it, to be honest with you, because what I'm finding is you're getting too much of the trees above. And I think the only way that you could ever use it as a portrait orientation is to compress it a bit more and make it more of a square crop, which kind of defeats the purpose to me of taking that portrait orientation shot. So I've left it more of a landscape shot. And I think it actually works a whole load better like that.
Now this is the second of the images, and I really quite like this as well. I really liked what I liked about the image. What drew me to it more is these two trees on either side. This one on this side and this one on this side, and they frame the image quite well. Obviously the main subject is this beech sapling in the middle here. Now I think what this image really lacks, in fact both images really lacked, is light, to be honest. Although the moss is catching light on this side, and it's also catching light down the bottom here as well as down here, there's no direct light on the tree itself, and I think that would have really helped the whole scene, to be honest. Is a bit of directional light either coming from one of these top corners and just drawing your eye in there. Apart from that, I like the composition. It's probably not as strong as the first image. I just think the light would have really helped the scene more.
Well, if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe. Join me on Facebook at Paul Thomson Photography. Join me on Instagram at Paul Thomson Photography, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.